Everybody been asking me to do a video of rolling some of the ugly ducklings. It's really not hard, to be honest. I try to explain that to a couple people already. It's not a hard thing to do. You just have to get used to the process, and it's just all repetition from there. But it's not difficult. I try to explain that to people all the time. So cigar rolling is really, it's more repetition than anything. And everybody has their own little tricks and trays to the system. And that's kind of what it comes down to more than anything. Everybody has their own little way they do it. I do a lazy bunch, but I also do the into bottle method, where everything is being channeled and passed through the cigar. You want the air to actually flow, like you don't want draw issues. And if you do the accordion method, which some people do that as well, I think you just have to be pretty good at what you're doing. If you're going to use the accordion method, you got to really know exactly what you're putting, how you lay in those leaves, and that's the hard part with the accordion method. I tend to not like that method. The into bottle method works for me. Like I said, it just kind of depends the person. Everybody is gonna find their own style, but for me, like I said, I do like the into bottle method a lot. I mean, this thing it's all on feel, to be honest. Like, for me, I literally do not, I can't like explain to you how much tobacco you should put. It's kind of squeezing it in your hand, just feeling it out. Some people actually like to cut. They'll use scissors and cut it. It's not cheating, it's just the way that some people do it. My biggest thing is making sure that the ends of the cigar are to size, are going to be more proportionate to each other. And it always varies, like I say. But like I said, it's not a super hard process, but once you understand where you're going with it, it gets a little bit easier. Like I said, everybody have their own method. But you want to make sure that everything's going at once. And it's kind of hard to see it because I use my pinkies to push it, but you just want to make sure everything is rolling at one time. And if you don't like it, you'll see me sometimes. If I don't like a certain portion of the cigar, I'll go and tighten it back up, and then I'll bring it back. Everybody has, like I said, their own little method, but if I don't like a certain portion of the cigar, then I'll go back and tighten it up. And that's just my personal thing. With cigars, you can always go back, so for the most part, besides the wrapper. So I tend to go back and do different things. And I want to make the cigar as close to perfect as I can make it, because one of the biggest things is sometimes I operate with the mold, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't. So I want to make that binder in the bunch as close to perfect as I can make it, so that when I actually put the wrapper leaf on it, there's no distinction in the two. You know, I like my binder in my bunch to almost be perfect. Where is it? Oh, I was looking for my chaveta. And from here, it's damn near perfect. I mean, I need a cleaner cut with my chaveta, but this part is damn near close to as good as I'm gonna get with it. And what I explain to a lot of people, just got a simple cutter. If you're not using a tuck cut machine, simple cutter, a little bit of pectin just to hold it together, just a tad bit. But what I will say from this point, I have a pretty solid bunch. If you can see, it's a very, very solid bunch. And like I said, it's damn near perfection. And I particularly like bunching like that, you know. So these ones I actually made, throw in the mold. I'm gonna probably do like maybe 10 cigars or so. I might put this one in the mold just to do it. This is actually a semi-box press mold, so this would be a fun little, you know, fun little treat. I like the box press cigars a lot because they breathe very well. Easy pull, easy draw. But some people, you know, they don't like box press. You know, that is all preference. I like box press simply because I like the way, like I said, the channel of air that it has. It makes a very good cigar. But then that's one of the cigars that I'm actually gonna put in the box press, and I'll box press them, and then I'll go back and put the wrapper on them, and then I'll probably do a to be continued video of putting the wrapper on. But it's JamarCigar. This is the start of Ugly Duckling. Actually, the Ugly Duckling cigars that I was doing, I didn't actually put them in the mold, but I put these in the mold just because. So I'm gonna mold these ones, do like 10 with the mold, semi-box press. Gotcha.